This is the Entrepreneurial Edge. Welcome, I'm Chris Bishop. Now we start this week with the words, don't let the bully boys put you off. It could be a mantra for life, but in this edition, it could be a good strategy for protecting your small business. This week, we'll look at the idea of intellectual property. What is it, and how do you look after it? Well, a quick definition of intellectual property is the legal ownership of creations of the mind, whether it be artistic or commercial. It covers everything from paintings to brands and trademarks and can be a battleground for companies. Going back to the opening words about bully boys, let's take a look at the struggles of a South African company that fought with one of the big boys over intellectual property. In this fight, Goliath was Sir Richard Branson's mega multinational Virgin. David, armed with a slingshot and some small stones, was a South African company from Cape Town called Bodtrade 54.
Meet the man who took on one of the world's biggest and most well-known business giants and won. Dimitri Filippo, owner of Cape Town-based branding and marketing company Bodtrade 54, recently won a lengthy intellectual property battle against Virgin Enterprises over the use of the word virgin.
Well, it goes back to September 2007, where I filed the trademark, "You can't be a virgin all your life, it's time." And we filed it in the United Kingdom Intellectual Property Office, where the idea is, obviously our business is to be a global player in the marketplace, and the United Kingdom specializes, like most countries, but they've got a quicker screening process and a filing procedure. And it's a strong base to start off in the United Kingdom, in Europe as well. So it was strategically important. And the idea is that within about 6 to 9 months, depending on your trademark application, you get a registration. And as we file the application through a process, it gets approved by the examiners. And that was the case. They didn't have any problems with our trademark application. And then it was a situation where it gets open to opposition periods. And then in February 2008, we got a letter, or my attorney got a letter saying, "No, sorry, we're not actually happy about this process. We'd like you to actually stop." So we received the first letter with various conditions of why we should be prevented from continuing our business in the trademark filing. After that, it was a situation that was saying, we've got a reputation, we've got our brand called Virgin, and Virgin Enterprises laid down their case.
Despite Virgin's legal team filing over 5 lever arch files worth of evidence to defend their case, Filippo and his UK-based attorney remained positive.
My attorney and myself, we were quite confident that we had a strong case. In fact, our trademark is a 10-word trademark. You can't be a virgin all your life, it's time. And virgin is 1 word out of 10. So we also didn't feel that anyone had the ownership of an English word that is commonly used, and that's why we felt confident and said, no, we're going to continue with our process.
That said, it was still an intimidating task, taking on a company who've never lost an intellectual property case in the last 30 years.
The whole idea was to ensure that, firstly, we had a case of our trademark being unique. Second of all, a very smart attorney, and being creative and knowing the trademark laws, we were silently confident that we'd win the case. So the strategy was focus on our objective. We want to do our business. This is our trademark. It's 10 words. It's not targeting anyone. It's basically the 10-word trademark, and that's the strategy that we followed.
A strategy that clearly worked. After more than 2 years of legal tussles, the UK Intellectual Property Office ruled that Bodtrade 54 could register its trademark, and also instructed Virgin Enterprises to pay about 18,000 rand towards Bodtrade's legal costs. With his own legal battles over, Filippo advises other entrepreneurs to know and understand what their intellectual property rights are.
On the intellectual property side of things, you need to get a specialist attorney to assist you. I mean, an entrepreneur needs to know a lot of things about many things, but you also need the assistance and the teamwork of specialists. And no one can be a specialist in IP, in being an accountant, being a legal attorney, being the sales and marketing manager. So you need to leverage and utilize the skills of everyone and build a team. So on the legal side of things, you need to get an intellectual property company that specializes. And then you also have to have a basic understanding, know your stuff as well, and you also have to go with your gut. There's no ways they can say you're going to win the case with Virgin Enterprise 100%. No one can guarantee it. What are the ramifications? You need to have the courage, you have to go with your gut, you have to do a lot of praying, okay? People say it's luck, I believe it's God's intervention, okay, to assist. And at the end of the day, that's what I'd actually recommend. Get the specialists involved, have the courage, never give up, and move forward.